So we move on to the next match of the evening. It is Queen's Quest taking on Oedo Tai, or for other people, Gold something. I see it. I've seen it on things. I don't understand what this.
The only thing gold about them is the bleach in their hair, man. I don't understand what the name means, but
Yeah,
go with
I keep seeing it pop up. It's going to be on the thing at the end. Gold Ship. I don't get where that comes from, but it's Japanese professional wrestling. There's some crazy ass shit up there. Again, this is like really good. Like Azumi really showing her speed in this. I always really like her. I don't want to detract from this. I'm not the biggest fan of Saya Kamitani or Tami Hayashishita. Would you put them in the ring in the right situations, and they have absolutely bonkers matches, and I appreciate when they. It's just I don't know why I haven't been able to get behind those two, and I think it brings it down when I've seen their matches in this tournament. I don't know why. They're both absolutely phenomenal in-ring competitors. I just haven't been able to get behind them, but like
that's fair. That's fair.
There's a spot in this where Utami had I can't remember who had somebody up on her shoulder. I think it was Saki or Momo on her shoulder, and
I think I know the move you're talking about, and I think it was Saki.
Yeah, Saki was up on the shoulder, and they both Saya and Azumi run in and kick her in the face before she hits the angle slam.
Yeah.
Oh, dude, it looked absolutely awesome. Like it just you maybe see somebody come in with like a cutter, but to have two people come in and big boot the head was very different. I really liked that. I really liked that. But the end of the match came. Saki ended up getting Saki Kashima got the Kishikase, I think Kishikase, and gets the surprise roll of victory. It was kind of out of nowhere.
It was.
And then after the match, Momo ends up kind of saying to Saya, "I'm coming for that belt." So that's going to be, I think, a bonkers good match coming down there. Again, I'm not saying I'm in. Again, like I said, I'm not a biggest fan of them, but I think they're absolutely phenomenal. She's absolutely phenomenal. And her and Momo, who has really grown on me these last 6 months. Like it's the first part of me covering her, I was not a big fan, and she's really grown on me. I think these two could have an absolutely incredible match for that Wonder of Stardom title.
Yeah, the end of this match, I really felt like Oedo Tai actually just kind of outsmarted Queen's Quest. They set up for their signature move, and it was like Oedo Tai just knew. They knew that they were setting it up. They pulled out Utami and Kamitani, left Azumi kind of in there and open against Saki, who's, when I first saw Saki, I was like, okay, she's the model of the group. She's not the really functional one. Boy, has she proven me very, very wrong. I would actually say she's the almost technical specialist within that faction, because she knows how to get out of everything, and she has this incredible ability to just last. Just doesn't matter how much she's getting wrecked. We've seen it against Utami. We've seen it against who was the other one? It'll come to me. I'm not gonna waste time trying to think about it, but we've seen it especially with Utami. She will put you down. She'll lariat the freaking frack out of you. Kashima will not go down without a fight. I really, really enjoy her part in this match. But yeah, I don't really have anything to add on this.
There was one other spot that Saki did do in this where she, if anybody understands what a shote is, which is the palm strike,
I just call it her uppercut, yeah.
But but the way the shote is just a straight strike, right? The way she does it, she comes up with it, and I absolutely love that it's an uppercut shote. Like she does, it's shote style, but uppercut. And I'm like, oh, it looks so good. Like it just looks so good, right? Like I love that. So yeah.
And she's actually caught. That's the second time she's caught Azumi in the last few shows with that.
Yeah.
So maybe we're looking at a potential showdown between Kashima Saki and Azumi.
Could be.
I wouldn't be mad about that.
That'd be a great match.
It would be.
So we're moving on to the semi-main event of the evening. It is the Bari Bari Bombers, the World of Stardom Champion Giulia, Thekla, and Mai Sakurai taking on Arbarenbo GE, which is Ami Sohrei, Mirai, and Syuri. again, this was a really good match. A lot of good. Again, the start of Mai and Ami just smacking the crap out of each other for the first like 30 seconds. It was absolutely great. But no, like overall, like again, I'm got a crazy amount in here, but like just a good hard hitting match is what this really felt like. I think this is the one where Thek just got like a crazy hard spear. Was it on the next night? I think it might be the next night because
I
there
was
was
gonna
one
say, I mean, her spears are always crazy hard.
I wrote it down, but I don't see it here. But there
I feel like
again
she
must
caught
be.
a really, really good one on Suri in this one.
It might have been that I might have it written in some other spot. But yeah, dude. And then Mirai, that Kimura, like just like there's a spot. It's that. Oh, sorry, I just always look at it as a Kimura. It is a Kimura.
It is a Kimura. But
it's a spot where she applied the Kimura, and then Ami and Syuri get their own submissions just to stop them from doing it. And then they're rolling that Mirai and Mai were doing. Mai caught a pin, which forced Mirai to break the Kimura. It was absolutely phenomenal. But in the end, Mirai caught a huge clothesline for 2, and then immediately reapplied to Kimura. And Syuri is literally carrying
Giulia out
like away. And I think Ami was doing the same thing to Thekla in another direction and just didn't catch it on camera. And Mai taps out. And like this is getting rough for the Bari Bari Bombers. They're taking a lot too many losses, in my opinion. But
I mean,
if anybody's going to take it, it's going to be
the Goddess of Stardom tournament, though. Sohrei was the red belt champion through that, and that was the exact same thing. She took some very high-profile losses.
Yeah, and again, it's not her taking it. It is Mai Sakurai taking the pin. Same with Tomo Kanaba.
Yeah, exactly. So. Anaba was usually taking the pins on that. I think Syuri only ever actually got pinned once, maybe.
Maybe.
I'm remembering.
I don't
think it was Risa Serra who actually pinned her. I'm not entirely sure. I'd have to go back in my notes and check. But no, this match was a really fun one. I actually really thought that the Bari Bari Bombers were going to have this one, especially with how Mai started, so strong and so ready to go. But you're absolutely right, Mirai in that Miramare. Whew. There's a reason why she was Superstar of the Year, wasn't she? Or Stardom Person of the Year.
I'm not sure. I would have given that to Giulia personally, but that's just I'm crazy. But yeah.
Won an award for something.
Sorry, moving on to the main event. It is the team of Cosmic Angels. It is Tam Nakano, Natsuko Saki taking on Rebel Enemy, Maika Ozaki, Maya Wukihu, and Ram Kaichow. This is my pick for the what?
It's Wukihu. Wukihu. I looked it up. Let's just call her Maya.
But just like Waka, it's not spelt like that.
I know.
So this is the one I think was my pick of the evening. Absolutely just speed, power, beating the crap out of each other. Just everybody just smacking the shit out of each other. The start, Nat and Micah just trading all the stuff, forearms, just back and forth. It was just insane, man. There is the again Saki getting her dingle dangle, the hanging Billy Goat's curse, and then there was a great spot where Saki ended up Maya hits this Maya hit a drop kick off the top rope to Saki, but Saki immediately comes back and just smashes her with a brain buster. Her brain buster looks so good, man. And then there's another great spot. Now with a beautiful tornado DDT and a flip neck breaker to Micah. So good. And then I have to shout out that running knee into the rope for Tam, which when it just looks so smooth. And it looks like it kills her, just like with Kenny Omega and the V trigger in the ropes. It looks like it murders the opponent, man. It really does, man. There was a Micah with Tam when she picked her up on the apron on her shoulders and then lifts and flips her into the torture rack position. Like just lift and a quick flip and she was down. Like the strength, like I'm not saying Tam's not a big girl, but the strength off Micah was it Micah? Yeah, Micah.
Yep,
Micah to
Micah,
do
yeah.
that because it's confusing because there's another Micah we actually
Yeah, yeah.
just started saying
I've been calling
Ozaki.
her Ozaki just
I
to
still
not
start
be
saying
confused, but
Ozaki. But yeah, dude, it just looks so good. And
Mhm,
I know she did a follow up the following night when she did the same move. I
mhm.
was expecting it on this one, but she kind of just dropped Tam to the apron, didn't slam her down, which I was very appreciative of.
Yeah,
Because doing that on the apron is just absolutely
nasty,
brutal.
yeah.
Yeah, but yeah, absolutely phenomenal match. Tam reverses like a Death Valley driver into an octopus stretch at one point. Like just
Mhm.
the smoothest how they move. But in the end, Micah hit a clothesline on Tam and Saki. Goes to lift Tam up, but Tam like boots her as she tries to lift her and hits like a couple spin kicks and hits a bridging tiger suplex for the win. It's a big win here pickup for Cosmic Angels, man.
Mhm, mhm.
Yeah.
I found it very interesting. I felt that like Ram Kaichow didn't really do a whole lot in this one. I honestly just like I forgot Miyu Masaki was in the first match. I kind of forgot that Kaichow was in this one for a while. Um, I don't really have a whole lot to add to this one. I felt it was a really great way to kind of end the night with Cosmic Angel win. I'm really enjoying Saki's little pose at the beginning and how her teammates have become very supportive of her and it shows the camaraderie because like I was a little concerned with the stars or sorry with the colors coming into Cosmic Angels. You know, they ha- them losing a match was what forced them into the faction, so
Mhm.
I was a little concerned there might be some friction, but no, they seem to be, you know,
Seems to work.
mixing very well together. I enjoy it.
It seems to work, right?
It
So
does.